Well, I absolutely love how my next guest defines herself. Catarina Rivera says that she is a disability stigma smasher. And after you see how incredibly ignorant people have harassed her and shamed her for being deaf and blind, you will no doubt fall in love with her fierceness. Tomorrow, the UN is marking and honoring International Day of Persons with Disabilities, and Catarina is truly an ambassador to the movement. It all started when she had 2 Instagram reels go viral. Take a look.
I use a white cane, but I can still see. How does that work? A lot of people think that all blind people see a pitch black world. But that's not actually true because blindness is a spectrum. Whoa!
Well, Catarina got millions of views after that when she talked about being deaf and blind and using a cane. And yes, people bashed her and harassed her, saying that her condition wasn't even real. Very insensitive and clearly misinformed, which is why Catarina decided to take on the trolls and talk about the truth. She is now an influencer and public speaker focusing on disability awareness, inclusion, and accessibility. Catarina Rivera, the founder of the online platform Blindish Latina, joins me now. Catarina, I am so pleased to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here, and celebrating this International Day is so important.
You know, just to give folks an idea, Catarina, of what you deal with on a regular basis, could you just give us a list? Tell us about some of the most hurtful hashtags and comments and basically troll trash that you have had to take on once putting out these reels.
It fortunately has only happened when a piece of content really explodes and reaches a lot of people. I basically hear a lot of accusations that I'm faking my blindness, even though I'm clearly educating about that very thing. People have a lot of questions about what blindness is, what I can see, what I can't see. And they often don't spend time reading the content that I've already put out or the comments that I've already responded to. So I get a lot of the same comments, which is an extra burden on me. I'm already a disabled person doing my best to navigate an inaccessible world, a world that's not designed for me, a world that tells me I'm not as valuable as a non-disabled person. So why should I have to answer the same question over and over again and do extra labor when I'm being called suspicious or, lying by people?
So let's just talk about how you're smashing the stigma. Let's take a look right now at how you're educating people. We're going to roll some of your videos. Here we go. Okay, as I'm just watching this one video, tell me that you are getting some suitors reaching out wanting to date you as well, because these are pretty astounding. You're not just educating people, but oh my gosh, Catarina, you are a woman, you are fearless.
Thank you. I love that video so much because it's just about me owning my power. I'm a whole person. I'm a great person. I'm adding a lot of value to the world. I know that people are learning through my work. And so that's why I celebrate my disability pride. I celebrate who I am, and I show my joy as well.
It's incredible. Now just take us on this journey as we're looking at these videos and just listening to you, the blind spectrum journey. Explain to our viewers, right, that may not understand this or are confused about this, just the true definition of what it means to be blind and deaf and where you fit into the spectrum.
Both blindness and deafness are spectrums. They're often not thought of that way, but it's absolutely true. For example, with blindness, only about 15% of blind people have total blindness, which means they have zero light perception. that means everyone else sees something. And that really depends on the person. For me, I have vision within this little box. I see better during the day than at night, and I don't have peripheral vision. I have difficulty with depth perception, and I use a white cane to help me. But there are so many blind people that are not using white canes. Many of them fear harassment or don't want to be treated differently by the world. And so you might never know who around you is blind and is just navigating the world with what they have. There's only about 2 to 8% of us are using white canes, and I believe only about 2% of blind people use guide dogs. So everyone else is out there navigating with the vision they do have. My vision is progressive. My disability will continue to progress and decline over time. But the other thing I'll share about deafness, I've worn hearing aids since I was very young. And when I take them out, I have some hearing, but it's not a lot. With my hearing aids, I do pretty well. And I think that with deafness, people often don't want to, I guess, recognize that there is a spectrum, that having some hearing doesn't mean that I hear just like someone who's non-disabled. So we need to really understand that there is variation, there is nuance. I can use a white cane and use my cell phone, and that's valid. There's no faking there.
Catarina Rivera. You know, I told you my mom spent her whole life being an advocate and a teacher for the deaf and blind. She would have loved to have met you. So it's an honor and a privilege to just lift up your platform, lift you up, and talk about what you're doing. It's really quite remarkable. Katarina, thank you so much. And check out Blindish Latina and see what she is posting. Katarina, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.